Hey everyone, we're at Donkey Projections. I'm Eric and we have Lucas as always.
Hey everyone.
So today we will be filling out our updated governor election predictions as of August 2nd.
Yep, we'll be going through state by state and discussing our predictions. And with that being said, let's get right into it. So let's start off with the safes here. The first safe state is the state of Washington. The governor here is Jay Inslee. He actually ran for president in 2020. He's relatively popular, and Washington is a deep, deep blue state. So no surprise here, this one will be a safe blue state.
He did drop out of the race though, pretty early.
He did, very early. Utah, we actually live streamed this Republican primary. We do think that Caucus will win because this is Utah, one of the pretty red states in the nation, although on the presidential level, we do think it might go by likely, but we're talking governor race. Caucus will probably win with a safe. And now to the state of West Virginia. I think this is a change from what we did last time. Last time we did put West Virginia as likely, but after looking at it again, Jim Justice does seem to be, the Republican now. And West Virginia is such a Republican state. He actually changed parties.
Yeah, one of the most conservative electorates in the country.
I believe it is the most Republican electorate. But Jim Justice actually was a Democrat before when he was first elected. After 7 months, he did switch parties. So now we give him a very high chance of getting reelected. We do think this one will go safe. All right. Eric Holcomb in Indiana. This is Indiana. It has swung a lot to the right recently. We do think that Holcomb will be reelected here as well. And finally, North Dakota. This is North Dakota. No surprise here. The Republican candidate will win election. Will be elected. All right. Now let's head through I missed actually a Democrat. Delaware will also be safe because this is Delaware. All right, now let's head to New Hampshire, Vermont. The current governor of the state of Vermont is Governor Phil Scott. He is running for re-election here. Fun fact, he's a Republican. This is Vermont, a very, very deep blue state, one of the bluest states in the nation. However, we got to keep in mind, he is very popular at the moment. He is up in the polls by a very decent margin. Is it like
30 points?
Yeah, 30 points. That's quite a bit.
And that's polling. And it's recent too.
I think we're going to put this one as likely. And the reason for that is because he's a Republican in such a deep blue state that we don't know if we can exactly give it safe yet. So we're going to be giving this one likely. Let's head now to New Hampshire. This is incumbent Governor Kristen here, and he's also a Republican governor in, I wouldn't say it's a swing state, but it is kind of leaning leaning to the left. It's not exactly a swing state. So keeping that in mind, being a Republican governor in a relatively blue state would not look that good on him. Although I will say he is very, very popular. Polling does show him up by also 30 points, I believe.
Phil Scott.
So we do think he will win. We're not going to put this as safe because, again, he is a Republican in a blue state, but he is very popular. He's polling very well. So we're going to be giving this one likely R. All right. Now let's talk about Roy Cooper. I'll go ahead and discuss Roy Cooper.
All right.
We're putting this one as likely. Initially, when we first did our governor election way back before 2 months ago, this was actually a tilty. Then in our next prediction, we put it as lean. We're moving this one to likely now. Currently, the polls show Cooper up by 20 points, I think. Marist College, which is an A-plus pollster, came up with a poll having him up by 20 points. That is 5 points over the margin of safe. Yes, there were other polls, but all of the polls do show him with double-digit leads, 15 points, 13 points. So keeping that in mind, we are going to put Roy Cooper as a likely. Why are we not putting it as safe? Because North Carolina is a bit more conservative than some of the more northeast states, it does swing a lot more. We're not saying that it's a Republican state, but it is more of a swing state.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, anything you want to add to that?
No. Yeah, you are totally correct, and especially in such an election year where Joe Biden has a pretty likely chance of winning, people may down ballot, meaning they will just vote for the same party of a different area. So in this case of Joe Biden, if they vote for them, they'll also vote for Roy Cooper, and that can give him more odds. I can go and take Montana as well if you want.
Right, interesting. So that is a good point there, but North Carolina is an interesting state. We did see some split voting. In 2016, North Carolina elected President Trump. However, it did elect Governor Cooper on the governor level. So that's interesting to see. But yeah, you can go ahead and take Montana.
Yep. So in Montana, we have Cooney, the Democrat, and Gianforte, the Republican. And Steve Bullock is term limited, so he's running for Senate. And this leaves an open seat. Right now, polling shows Gianforte up by 3 points, the Republican. And this was July 11th, July 13th, somewhere there. There was a story not that long ago where he kind of body slammed the reporter, but I don't think the people of Montana really care about that. I'm going to go ahead and put this at around a lean.
Yeah, I would put this one as lean. The reason why we're not putting it as higher Republican is because Cooney was, again, lieutenant governor under a very popular governor, Steve Bullock. We are, putting this in between, tilt and lean for us, but we're going to, at the end of the day, put this one as lean R. We think that Gianforte will probably pull out of slim victory. Well, yeah, kind of slim victory, considering how conservative Montana's electorate is. So now we're going to head to our final state in Missouri. Missouri, the recent poll that came out was pretty surprising, actually. We saw Mike Parsons only up by 3 points. That's a statistical dead heat. So initially we put this one as safe, and then we're debating on whether to put this one as lean or likely, but I think at the end of the day, we are going to put this one as likely. Because, again, Missouri is pretty conservative with their voting. Parsons is not that well known. He actually succeeded. He was formerly lieutenant governor. He succeeded the former governor after he resigned. Parsons is not that well known. So we're going to give this one as likely. But it is very close to becoming a lean state, though. And that's the end of the video for today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this episode, please hit the like button. If you like our content, please hit subscribe. We'll see you in our next episode tomorrow.
See ya.